Okay, everybody should be able to see my screen. So that's gonna get that going. And I have it recording. So first thing I want to point out for the laboratories, the two laboratories that are due this week are going to be the electrostatics and field investigations using the laboratory simulation and the Ohm's Law Laboratory, both of which are going to use PhET simulations. And I'm going to take you over there in just a second. I have also posted, which are due the following week, the measuring the Earth's magnetic field, measuring the speed of light, and doing refraction. So all three of these are there as well. These are our total 12 laboratories. So if you wanted to start to get to work on those now, by all means. So let's take the electrostatics laboratory first. This one, you actually have the simulation. I've already uploaded it to Blackboard if you want it, but otherwise you can click on it and go to the simulation itself. And when you go in there, you'll just click on your charges and fields and then follow the instructions in that laboratory document. But you can actually go in and have grid lines put in so you have a place to put it. And we can put a nano charge here and it actually shows you the electric field. We can actually do this in the laboratory, but you have to infer it because that's one of the things that you end up doing. So this one is a time where simulation actually helps us out. And so that we can play with the simulation of the electric dipole. And we can actually add to this. So now that we have a twice negative and you can see the changing field lines. So you can actually get those in there. Okay. So we've got this one that's there. And Brian, I'll answer your question here in just a second. So that's the simulation for that. And when you go back here, this is the reference laboratory. And you'll see in the reference laboratory, it does it step by step by step so that you can go in and map out and play with the maps and then go through and play with that electric field. So the idea for this lab is really to get you to play with the simulation, look at how the electric fields are there and start looking at things that are going back and forth. So that one should be a fairly simple lab for you all to do and for you to be getting things done. The Ohm's Law Lab, you're also going to use the simulation. And we also are, this one is a little more complex because not only are you going to be doing Ohm's Law, but you're also going to be looking at resistors in series and capacitors in series. So you have this laboratory version here and that document, and then you have a document of how to put things in series. So this laboratory is going to take you a little while to do. And the lab memo that I'm wanting is I'm wanting your laboratory memo, not the one-page observations. I'm wanting the laboratory memo for these. So those two are there. Now, these three labs are going to be due the following week. This one, you're going to use your Firefox application and you're going to be measuring the Earth's magnetic field. It won't take you any time at all to do it. It's going to take you longer to prepare for the lab than actually going out and measuring the Earth's magnetic field. But I would like you to do that. We'll talk more about it as we get closer to it next week. But this is a very quick lab to do. And then so you'll see that this one is due on the 21st. This one is due on the 21st. And this one is due on the 21st. This laboratory is very easy to do. So again, this was not going to take you very long. This laboratory is easy to do and it's way too much fun. okay? You'll be measuring the speed of light using a microwave. You can use scrambled eggs. You can use chocolate bars. I usually hit this one in the spring semester right around Easter, so you can destroy peeps if you want. That's always fun, you know, destroying peeps in the microwave is totally cool. You can do marshmallows. There's a lot of ways to do this one. I would like a picture of what you did and what you do in there. So all three labs are pretty straightforward next week. Very straightforward next week for because I got a question on that. But so those are the three labs that are there. The lab that's probably the most complicated lab that we have left is this Ohm's Law laboratory. So I would like for folks to kind of start looking at it. So you've got plenty of time this week to ask me questions. If you're concerned or anything like that, you've got those concerns. And then, of course, hopefully you've already been working with light for the last two labs. But all the labs are posted now. You should be able to start those and start getting those ready to go. So that's for the laboratories. So I'm going to stop recording real quick.